Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the head, I'm shooting for the sky. Landing on the moon, walking on the sun. Taking over the game, get it back when we done. Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the head, I'm shooting for the sky. Landing on the moon, walking on the sun. Taking over the game, get it back when we done. I'll get it back when we done. Put out the hands in the air. Have you ever seen? Work 9 to 5 or 5 to 9. Do you ever dream? They in the red, but my stalk is green. Crowd like I reached the clouds all off a beam. Dreams on lucid, films on Lucas. Sound on surround, in the crowd on stupid. Who that chick Dion? That's Dion on clueless. You circling around the money, sitting in a Cuban car. Feel the dreams, they said I'm too corny. Funny, I got the ears all on me. Fears all gone and my fears all wrong. So keep your 2 cents in every phrase y'all coining. That's just common sense, all the hating, I honored it. I don't leak, I quantum it. I don't answer, I problem it. I just drop shit while they asking what a colonic is. Thinky, you know what I'm pondering? Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the head, I'm shooting for the sky. Landing on the moon, walking on the sun. Taking over the game, get it back when we done. Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the head, I'm shooting for the sky. Landing on the moon, walking on the sun. Taking over the game, get it back when we done. I'll get it back when we done.
What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And yo, top of the morning. We are early this morning, but like I said, man, I'm on bed rest. I can't do much. Really didn't sleep well last night at all. So I was tossing and turning. A little pain last night, but it is what it is. We definitely got to talk about that Dallas Cowboys victory over the Vegas Raiders, man. So go ahead, let everybody know that we are live. I think Twitter is down right now. There's a lot of stuff going on web-wise, so they might not be able to see this on Twitter, but that's their fault. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't subscribed to the channel, that's their fault. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube is up and running right now. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is up and running right now. And Cowboys Nation, man, hopefully everyone is off to a good morning. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to yesterday's game. We will get into the film on this channel later today. I'm going to do 2. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people are going to jump and do Quentin Williams, right? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the content one. But there's some other players that play extremely well yesterday that I'm going to break down as well, especially in our secondary. So I'm probably going to drop 2 film sessions today. And then today is Tuesday. Of course, we have the NFC East Roundtable show. So I got to talk my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk my talk on the NFC East Roundtable, man. So hopefully everyone is off to a good start. Now, I do want to talk about this, right? The whole CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens thing. Now, you guys who followed me long enough, you guys know I'm not a clickbaiter. I'm not a breaking news guy. Like, I don't say stuff just to say stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just not my forte. It's just not what I do, right? So if I say something, I 1000% have confirmed it, and I do know a little. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm an insider, but you guys have to understand I have grown tremendously, and sometimes I get news whether I want to or not. You know what I'm saying? So not only do I do content, but you guys know I do a lot of sports betting as well, and you guys know I'm out in Vegas very often. I know people who know people who know people who know a few things. So the whole thing about CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, right? Because, I saw that they ended up getting benched, all right, for the first drive. And I saw a bunch of people was like, Shotty's crazy. What is he doing? He's flipping out, right? This is stupid. Why isn't George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb? I saw Michael Irvin commenting, God. Now, my dog DMV will tell you, Rome will tell you, I told them this was going to happen before it even happened in our group chat. All right. So I saw a lot of people panicking. I saw a lot of people scrambling, just trying to figure out why. And I thought a lot of people was throwing darts at Brian Schottenheimer for CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens not being in that drive. So what I decided to do was just correct everybody and tell some of the story. All right. And what I said, CeeDee and Pickens was out past room check. They got caught. They was out in public, out in the lobby. You know what I'm saying? And Shotty did the right thing by not showing favoritism and letting it slide, right? So that's all I tweeted. Now the tweet's like at 1 million views, right? So then here it comes, right? Y'all know how it all happens. J Tuck's a clickbaiter. J Tuck doesn't know what he's talking about. That's not true. J Tuck doesn't know because Shotty kind of held it close to the chest. Now, what I need people to really understand is I need you to stop, for the life of me, playing with my fucking credibility. How many times do we have to have this conversation? I have it right here of them boys in the fucking lobby. You know what I'm saying? I got photos, I got the drivers, I got everything, right? It's right here on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Let it focus. That's like it. So I knew the whole story. Now there's more to the story that I will not put out because there's more. It wasn't that they were just out. You know what I'm saying? They was out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to snitch like that. You know what I'm saying? But there's more to the story. But if I said something, it's because I really have factual evidence. And the whole thing I was trying to say was Tuck MZ. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't trying to be TMZ. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But I was just trying to stand up for Brian Schottenheimer because he did make the right decision. That's all I was trying to say, right? But what I want to say is this. I commend Shotty for doing that because we can't just have the standards of when Trayvon Diggs got benched, everybody was applauding, right? Everybody was applauding when Shotty benched Trayvon or when Shotty was talking about benching Terrence Steele. But Shotty's saying my rules are my rules. And I don't care if you're Trayvon Diggs or George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb or even Dak Prescott. If you break my rules, there will be some consequences. Now, was the consequences minimal? Yeah, absolutely. But I like Shotty for taking a stance. We can't ask for Brian Schottenheimer to come and try to change this culture. But then when he tries to change the culture, since it's people we love, you know what I'm saying? We got to say, okay, well, you shouldn't have benched them. You should have just fined them. No. If Shotty says, hey, we're doing room checks and I want everybody to be in the room and you break my rules, there has to be consequences, right? You can't show favoritism. So huge applause to Brian Schottenheimer for doing that. Now, what ultimately happened? They got benched that first drive, right? We struggled, of course. Then they got out there. They got the message and they played phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that big of a story. Now, people I know are going to reach out to me like, yo, what were they out doing? Man, it's fucking Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It's Vegas. Put your imagination to it. What two young millionaires be doing out late night in Vegas? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, Tuck, what was it that they were actually doing? Come on, bro. It's Vegas. And you're the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I will say this. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about in our group chat. At least George Pickens was smart enough to have his hoodie on in the lobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least GP had his hoodie on. CeeDee Lamb, bro, you on fucking commercials now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, everybody in the world's going to know, hey, CeeDee Lamb is coming into the hotel lobby, right? Like, everybody knows who you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. But, hey, put two and two together, you know, but exactly. This is the message that Brian Schottenheimer is trying to put through to his organization, his ball club. Nobody is bigger than the program, right? So, yeah, is it that big of a deal? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. CeeDee Lamb is damn near on, you know what I'm saying, on soap bottles and everything and commercials and Dick's Sports commercials. And you thought you was going to slide through a Vegas lobby in the middle of the night and nobody was going to notice who you was. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, all right, cool. But it's like, I was just trying to tell people, bro, stop playing with my credibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see people like, oh, yeah, that was not the story. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I told DMV and Rome and a few others who I trusted it was going to happen because ultimately the people who told me the information we wasn't talking about the Cowboys game, we were focused on first quarter props. We was focused on the money. You know what I'm saying? So we were thinking, all right, if they were going to be out, should we take the first quarter spread for the Raiders? You know what I'm saying? I just didn't have time to lock it in time. You know what I'm saying? That was the real conversation we was talking about. To hell with them boys being out. Yeah, bro, I knew before the game. I knew like 20 minutes before the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that was the real conversation. It wasn't even about no Cowboys stuff. It's like, yo, these boys was out. There could be a possibility that they could get disciplined. It could be out for the first quarter or some of the first quarter. So should we focus on taking, I think the Raiders like +3 money line for the first quarter spread? Like, that's what we was talking about. The hell with the Cowboys stuff. We were trying to get this money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to get this money. Yeah, got the Old Spice on. You can't just blend in when you're on an Old Spice bottle. You know what I'm saying? So it's happened. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Like, so it's nothing too crazy. You know, it shouldn't be any suspensions. But the thing was, it was like, yo, there was something going on, and Cowboys fans was shooting their arrows at the wrong person and Brian Schottenheimer. And I was just saying, hey, I'm with Shotty on this one. Like, I'm with Shotty on this one. You know, I'm with Shotty on this one. And I feel like he's trying to go out there and change the culture. And he did. And as soon as they caught a touchdown, he was over there laughing and playing with them. So it's not a divisiveness. Like, we understand the rules. Anyone who has ever played sports before, from pee-wee all the way up to the pros, right? You know, room check, right? I used to have to be the coach that was on room check. That means you go there, knock on the door, room check, make sure y'all in y'all rooms, la, 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 la. Okay, y'all good. Y'all boys get some rest tonight. Boom, 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 boom. You wait till coach leaves the hallways, done doing all the room check, and then y'all out and about. Did it numerous times. You know what I'm saying? Did it numerous times. I'm not going to sit here and shame these guys. When I was young and we had a basketball tournament in Vegas, I did the same exact thing. We was out on the strip all night long because we knew once our coach did a room check and took his ass to sleep, it was up from then. You know what I'm saying? We was all up on the strip. You know what I'm saying? We got dog walked that tournament, but we was up all night. It's Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It's Las Vegas, man. So just want to kind of get that out there. So yeah, you know, it's not a big deal, but you know what I'm saying? I stand with Shotty on that one to, you know what I'm saying? He made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? And also, fellas, just a tuck tip, you know what I'm saying? For someone who goes to Vegas a lot, if you lose your room key, you have to go get a new room key. Don't go to the clerk at the desk. You got to go to the mobile because they're going to ask for your IDs at the tuck tip. You lose your room key, don't go to the clerk. There's a mobile that will replace your keys, and all you got to do is type in your confirmation code. But you go to the desk, you got to show your ID and everything. You know what I'm saying? All right, you know what I'm saying? That's a little, you know what I'm saying? It's a little tuck tip for all my players out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't walk to the lobby. There's a mobile desk that will replace your key, and you just go and type in your code, your confirmation code, and they will automatically print you a key. But if you go to that desk, they are going to want to check your information. And as soon as you hand them over your ID card, oh, Sedarian, that's a nice name. That's a unique name. Come on, dog. All right. So last tuck tip about Vegas. I got tons, you know what I'm saying? I got tons of tuck tips, man. But let's get to the game. After all that happened, offense got on track. I like what I saw from the offense. Now, I know there has been this conversation between, Angus has never been to Vegas. I want to go at some point. Hey, Vegas will change your life. Vegas will change your life. You know what I'm saying? Vegas will change your life. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Come on. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? There's cameras everywhere in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That city never sleeps. The lobby was full of people. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's 3 a.m. in Vegas, there's sometimes that's when the casino and the lobby is jumping the most. So you can't just CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens your way unseen through the lobby. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. All right. But get into the game. I love the way the Dallas Cowboys responded offensively, and we'll talk about the defense here in a second. All right. Offense was more in the rhythm. That first drive was a little clunky, but I saw the ground game starting to get involved. We saw Javonte Williams. It seems like Cowboys Nation, Malik Davis is our RB2. And Malik Davis ran with some pop yesterday. Finally, I'm not sure if Brian Schottenheimer subscribed to my channel or not, but if he is, what up, Shotty? Finally, we got Hunter Lipke involved. Finally, we got Hunter Lipke involved into our offense. And we saw when he was able to get the ball in his hands, he is a truck, right? He put us in position to convert that fourth down because he was just moving. He is hard to tackle in open space. So I'm happy that we finally got Hunter Lipke. Yeah, about damn time. We finally got Hunter Lipke involved into our offense, right? So you got him in space, okay? Offensive line, at first they had me a little worried. You know what I'm saying? I say, what else, Shotty? You know what I'm saying? Shotty CFO gang. You know what I'm saying? Shotty CFO gang. Offensive line had me a little worried earlier on. They're like, y'all about to get Dak killed, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because Max Crosby was on go. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the offensive line really started to settle in as the game progressed and as you got the run game going. Jake Ferguson had an emergence. We finally saw some more Jake Ferguson. Big catch in the end zone. But also, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, they're special. They're special, man. They are truly special together. And I see the conversation online about paying him, don't pay him, pay him, don't pay him, pay him, don't pay him, whatever, right? I'm just trying to focus on y'all, be honest with you guys, when it comes to George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. This is me enjoying it while we have it. Let's just enjoy it right now, and we'll get to all that in the off season. But right now, we have the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. I'm just going to enjoy it. We'll talk about, the price points next year and, franchise tag and all that stuff this summer when there's nothing else to talk about. But as of right now, it is beautiful to sit back and watch CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. And I said this the other day, and I'll say it again for those who did not catch it. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb is better than what Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb could have ever been. And I loved Amari. You know what I'm saying? And I loved Amari. But George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb is better than what Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb could have ever been. Like, it's just different. Now, maybe younger Amari possibly, but George Pickens isn't just a wide receiver, y'all. He is a spark plug. He is a spark plug, like I said, a walking cheat code. He reminds me of an old 88. That all you have to do is just get the ball in his hands and sit back and enjoy the show. I feel like this offense finds their identity through George Pickens. I feel like he's their live wire. He's their energy. The players and the team rallies around him. Right. He is just one of those guys. He is just one of those guys. And it's special to have him and CeeDee Lamb. We owe the Baltimore Ravens a gift card. CFO gang, we are going to put together 2 gift cards this Christmas, right? So all the super chats in December will go to these 2 organizations. The Baltimore Ravens for picking up the phone and hanging up on us when we called to get Rashad Bateman. They said, hell no, and hung up the phone. For that reason, Baltimore, I am forever indebted to you. If you guys need anything from me, just let me know. Because for you guys to hang up the phone on us for Rashad Bateman, and Rashad Bateman's a cool wide receiver, but he's not this. Bro, we owe the Ravens a gift card directly from CFO Gang to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Then the New York Football Jets, I am forever indebted to you. I am forever indebted to the New York Jets. You ain't even got to ask. Just point them out and I'm on them. The New York Football Jets for giving us Quinn Williams for next year's first round pick. And they even took Mozzie Smith. Dog, I should fuck around and buy a Jets jersey. I'm a Jets fan. Aaron Glenn, I am pulling for you because due to your sacrifice, you have blessed the Dallas Cowboys tremendously. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I could pull that trade off on Madden or fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? So you don't give me your 2027 pick, the lower between you and the Packers, who are both in contention, and Mozzie Smith, and I'm going to give you Quentin Williams? Man, I would have hit veto on that trade so damn quick. You know what I'm saying? I would have vetoed that trade. Hell no. If we were our fantasy football league and that shit came across my desk, I would have had the whole fantasy football community pressing veto on that trade. The New York Jets blessed us. I know this offseason, y'all, we heard a lot. It's just Micah Parsons. One player's not going to make a difference. We need multiple players. One player isn't going to make a difference, Tuck. Tuck, it's just one player. One player made a fucking difference last night. And it was evident. It was evident. I saw players firing off the ball in the line of scrimmage like they haven't all year long. Kenny Clark played phenomenal. That's another dude we'll talk about keeping, right? You know what I'm saying? That's another dude we'll talk about keeping this all season, right? But Kenny Clark had more pep in his step, right? Fowler, more pep in his step. Clowney, more pep in his step. Donovan, more pep in his step. Osa, more pep in his step. Our corners didn't have to cover for a full 24 hours. We were getting interior pressure, collapsing the pocket, taking on double teams. Kenneth Murray looked like, hey, bro, I'm not going out like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was all due to Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams had more of an impact in one half of football than Mozzie Smith had in his entire career in Dallas. Just the first half. Just the first half. That's it. It's the first half. That's the first half. Quentin Williams made everything look better defensively. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you didn't see anyone going half-assed last night. People wanting to attack and tackle. Everybody was on go, Shirley. Everybody was on go. And that's due to Quentin Williams. Everybody was on go. And he was on go out the gate. Now, I know my dog Vach did the film on Quentin Williams. You know what I'm saying? So it's out there. Definitely go check out my dog Vach. But nah, I got to get in my bag for this one. No, sir. Typically when people drop film sessions and they already drop him, I kind of ease off. I'm like, I'm not going to do one. I'm going to let it slide. Now, I got to get in my bag for this one. I gotta really roll up my sleeves for this one. because the impact that Quentin Williams had yesterday, just in one half of football alone, was phenomenal. Linebackers play a lot better. Now, I will say this. Logan Wilson's turning and running is not, you know what I'm saying? But downhill is good. That turning and running is a little clunky. You know what I'm saying? They got, right? Overshown looked good on his first game coming back. It's going to continue to ramp up. But then our secondary played a whole lot better, y'all, because they wasn't covering. And we are about to have a tough conversation, all right? Maybe it's just me, but here's the conversation. Bland played better, right? Revel looked good in his first appearance off the injury. Kalen Carson's is saying, hey, run that shit back. Reddy Stewart is playing well in the inside position. And then we get Trayvon back this week. I think we have options, Cowboys Nation. I think we have options. Logan Wilson's a Sanborn Pro Max. Yeah, it kind of feels like it. Got a new camera, a new color on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But we now have options at corner. Then you have Kyer Elam, kind of, you know what I'm saying? But here's my thing. If they are going to move on from Trayvon, I don't think you want to sit and kind of ruin the reps and the snaps for one of these younger guys. So I think that it might be a situation where you have to get in where you fit in. And I think that this, bro, for me personally, I just want to see this. All right. Give me one game. Give me one game to let me see Diggs on the outside, Revel on the outside, Bland in the slot. I just want to see it, Shotty. Give me one game. Give me two, actually. So we got Philly and we got it. Kansas City. Give me two. Just want to see it. I just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I will say about Revel, Reddy, and also Kalen Carson, them boys not afraid to tackle. Them boys are not afraid to tackle. See, them boys is trying to make the most out of their opportunity. And Kalen Carson, Siobhan Revel, Reddy Stewart, they're not afraid to get a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? They're not afraid to get a little dirty. So those corners like to tackle. And Revel has that size, right? He's like 6'2", something like that. Like, he's a big-ass corner. So naturally, he takes away from Kyer Elam because Kyer Elam is our big outside corner. But now you have Siobhan Revel, you know? And granted, he's still early off of the injury, but he looked good yesterday. Malik Hooker, I think someone posted in chat, played well at the free. Played well. Yeah, 6'2", 198. 6'2", 198. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a conversation, is who is going to be our starting three corners. Because for me personally, I would say besides DaRon Bland, of course, it might be open competition. Now, do I think that Trayvon Diggs, of course, is naturally ahead of them? Yeah, absolutely. But if there's still this disconnect with Trayvon, you know, coming out the IR, then you might got to go with your other options. And honestly, some other options not looking bad. Now, of course, right? It was the Raiders, right? I don't want to take that away. But here's the thing. Whether it's the Raiders, the Eagles, or whoever, you want to build something or show something that you can build off of. And whether that's whatever, whether it's all a mirage, right? Whether we go out Sunday and get dog walked by Philly and our defense looks bad, right? You want to put together something that you can build off of. And now the Dallas Cowboys have something defensively that they can build off of. Now you kind of have this, hey, man, maybe it wasn't as bad as we thought. Maybe we just didn't have the pieces, right? So now you start to kind of feel. Now, there's still going to be work to do, but now you can build off of that. See, people like league commander, the Raiders might have the worst O-line in football. You have to be smart in this. I pray to God you're not a Commanders fan. I hope that Commander stands for something else, because if you're a Commanders fan, we punched on y'all ass too. I was there. So confirm yourself, and I swear, I hope and pray that you are not a Commanders fan talking about who the fuck we played. Because when we played y'all, we dog walked y'all out the building our damn selves. So hope that league commander stands for your ex-military or something else. But if you're a Commanders fan in the chat, this might be the wrong show for you, because we dog walked y'all ass out the building. 2 times, actually. You know what I'm saying? 2 times. Pack that boy Jaden Daniels up. So maybe Commander is just your nickname, what they used to call you when you was little. But if you're a Commanders fan, you don't get no seat. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? With the top 10 and not mention it all. And your bodyguard's Uchi Wally voice is better than yours. You know what I'm saying? What Jay-Z say? With the top 10 and not mention it all. What's the NFC Championship, the bottom of the NFC East? I pray to God you're not a Commanders fan in our chat right now. I hope so. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Went overseas to get packed up by the Dolphins. And here you are wanting to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? You went over to goddamn Morocco or wherever the hell you was and got packed up by the goddamn Dolphins. And here you are at 8 a.m. talking to Cowboys fans. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. Oh, Rome is one of your trolls? Is it one of your trolls? He must be lost. He must have fell and bumped his fucking head and thought he's going to come over here to CFO gang and get these trolls off. He's lost. Are you lost, boy? You must be lost, boy. He'll come over here as a fucking Commanders fan? At least Eagles fans are at the top of the division. But you're lost, boy. All right. Shit, the fuck? Went over to Morocco. Them boys flew overseas to get punched on by the Dolphins. Hot Tua, all over y'all, by the Dolphins. I wish I would fly over to Morocco or Madrid, or wherever the hell y'all was at, and get punched on by Hot Tua. Nah. All right. Back to what we was talking about in our Cowboys show. I could have swore I had a bunch of Cowboys people in my trailer and in my thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say Cowboys versus Commanders. Over in Spain. You got embarrassed over in Spain by the Dolphins. You didn't want to come over here and join the Cowboys chat. Nah. All right. Trayvon Diggs is the odd man out right now. We'll see. We'll see how it all unfolds, but those corners play well. And like I was saying before you know what I'm saying, got in, right? Yes, it was the Raiders, all right? But sometimes you just need something positive that you can build off of. You need some good film. You need some excitement. You need something, right? Because things have been going negatively for this defense. It hasn't been consistent. But now you start to think, hey, man, this Q Williams, this shit's different, right? Now you start to think, Donovan Izaraku, okay, now it's my turn to really step up because he's starting to step up, all right? Fowler, I can lead the charge. Clowney, you know what I'm saying? Linebackers playing a little bit better. Now corners know, hey, I ain't got to cover for 24 hours, so I can play with a little bit more confidence, right? And maybe break on some of those balls. You know what I'm saying? Pause if you want to. So I'm not going to knock our defense or our team for going out there and doing what they should have done, which is handle business versus an opponent that they were clearly better than. That's it. They did what this is what I've been asking for the Dallas Cowboys to do. Do what you're supposed to do. Go out there and handle business versus opponents you're clearly better than. And they did. Now, were there some faults, right? There's some things to improve. There's always going to be things that you can improve in the course of a football game. But overall, the arching goal was to go out there, not play with your food, handle business, get back on the plane healthy, and let's get things moving. That was the objective, mission complete. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. What up, my dog? My Tim, what's going on with you, dog? Diggs needs situations just like Anthony Spencer. He has done, unfortunately. Once again, y'all, if you think that Trayvon Diggs is on IR because of a knee, I don't want to play movie spoiler. You're wrong. He's not on IR because of a knee setback or anything, right? There's something else, right? Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's all it is, right? It's just it's always a moving goalpost. Now, if we would have got beat, if we would have got beat by the Raiders, it'd have been all hell breaks loose. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been all hell breaks loose. You know? Win by win, step by step, brick by brick. Call me illusion, but I think even though the record says different, we're either on the same level as Philly or better. Our offense better than defense, may be right there. I do think that we are there from a talent perspective. I just don't think that we are there from an organizational perspective. You know? And I just think that's the separation, right? I think that's the separation, honestly, between Philly and us, is that they have proven to themselves what they can do. We're still unproven. So if you followed me long enough, even when the schedule release happened, what did I tell you guys, Cowboys Nation? The season starts when we get back from Vegas. The season starts when we get back from Vegas. And now, here's a time to see who we really are. This is when the fun really starts, right? Now, even though we lost to the Broncos and the Cardinals and the Bears and the Panthers, right? I feel like we should have won those games. But now it's time to see, what are y'all really made of? And you had the opportunity to, maybe if you don't make the playoffs, set the foundation for the future. You know what I'm saying? Set the foundation for the future. But now's the time where I am really going to roll up my sleeves. I gave Shotty and the staff kind of a mulligan leading up to this point. Now it's time to see what you're really about. Right? Now it's time to see what you're really about. Right? Don't go out there, lay an egg versus Philly, lay an egg versus Kansas City, get all punched on by Detroit, struggle versus Minnesota. Like, right? We have enough to be able to go out there and compete. You might not win it all, right? But you should be competitive in all of these games. From Detroit to Philly to Kansas City to the Chargers to Washington to the Giants. I think that's all of them, right? You should be able to go out there and compete now. You have more than enough to go out there and compete. It shouldn't be no more Cowboys or laying an egg, right? We're relatively healthy. You know, exactly. Lay a foundation that you can build on. Lay a foundation you can build on. And then if we see some fat areas, then this offseason, we're going to trim the fat. Hey, maybe he's not what we got to move on, right? So we have a unique opportunity to go out there. You know what I'm saying? Unique opportunity. Yes, I'm a Commanders fan. Okay, all right. Just want to make sure we got that clear. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Make sure they got that clear. You know what I'm saying? Just want to double check. Because it's awfully funny to me. I don't know what the fuck this should be trolling about when your team went over to Madrid and got punched on the face. I don't know if I would be in a trolling mood. I don't know if the Cowboys lost to the Raiders. I would be like, you know what? Let me go find an Eagles channel and go troll a little bit. Does trolling make you feel better? Trolling is not going to save the fact that he went from top 10 and not mentioned at all. And if you'd have watched the NFC East Roundtable show, salute to my dog Rio, you wouldn't be so surprised of what's happening with your organization because Tuck told you it was midnight, Cinderella. I told you. Clear as day. I told you last year you was a playoff team. And I told you this year it was midnight, Cinderella. Back to mopping floors you go. But y'all wanted to stay at the ball. Y'all wanted to stay at the ball all night, and now your fucking glass slipper and fell off. Told you, you know what I'm saying, to get your ass in the house by midnight. But you wanted to stay at the ball all night. You felt special. You know what I'm saying? You felt special. Dancing with the Prince. Felt like you was somebody. Being the NFC Championship game. So you wanted to stay at the ball past midnight. Well, now your carriage can turn into a pumpkin and you ain't got no ride home. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Went from the NFC Championship to the basement under 1 year. And they got their backs blown out in the NFC Championship and they held that as a badge of honor. Them boys got their backs blown out in the NFC Championship and stood on that like that was a major accomplishment. Backs blown out. Embarrassed by a team in your own division at that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So, but yeah, Quentin Williams, y'all, looked good yesterday. We really have something special in that man. You guys know I loved him since the moment of the draft. You know, I was trying to get him when he didn't come on the draft, right? And here's the funny thing. Dallas Cowboys organization. I know you guys watch me. Some of y'all keep a close eye on J Tuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watch me. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to get a message about my little photo. I didn't take the photo. I was here in Kansas City. I wasn't in Vegas. Because if I was in Vegas, I would have told CD and GP, take the other exit. Take that entrance, dog. Like, come on the side. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, don't take the other. So I was here, minding my own business, trying to recover from injury. But I will say this. Dallas Cowboys organization. Listen up. Don't you see how easy, maybe I'm rapping a little bit. Don't you see how easy life can be when you draft out the SEC bar guy? Dallas Cowboys. Don't you see how easy life can be when you get players out the SEC? You add a few players from Bama and Georgia, shit just gets better. Texas, right? It just makes it so much easier, right? When you go get the big dogs from the big dog school, the Ohio States, the Bamas, the Georgias, the Texas, right? The big dogs. Life just gets a little bit easier because this is nothing to George Pickens. George Pickens played in Georgia where every Saturday was must win. You didn't play in LSU. You didn't play in the road in Bama. You didn't play versus Ohio State. You didn't play the Natties before. This is not, a game in Vegas is nothing to them. They're not blinded by the lights at all. They ain't blinded by the lights. The moment's not too big. The star is not too bright for Quentin Williams. I play for Bama. Tyler Booker. Yeah, it's light. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that feather in your cap when we go into this draft because y'all like to go Pac-12 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Be a big Wisconsin, Michigan, Tulane, some shit. Bro, just go get some players from Georgia, Bama, Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, and then slap a label on it and call it good. You'll be all right. Texas A&M. There's Texas Tech spending big money. You know what I'm saying? Go where their talent is. We try to find these diamonds in the rough. You know what I'm saying? We found Deron Bland out of Fresno. You know what I'm saying? We like kind of bragging on us. Like, bro, yeah. We like that we found out of Boise State. Bro, man. You see what the Eagles did? The Eagles started overcomplicating shit. Hey, Georgia won a bunch of national championships. They must got some good college players. Why don't I just go grab a bunch of players from Georgia and put them on our roster? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So, don't you see how easy life can be? When you add players out the SEC, it's just different. They played against dogs every Saturday for the most part. They're practicing against dogs every Saturday for the most part. Think about someone like Tyler Booker. Like every day you're going against, Will Anderson and like those types of talented players. It's like a farming system for NFL talent. Your practices are intense. Think about the wide receiver core that Patrick Surtain was going against every day at practice. You know what I'm saying? It's naturally going to just make you better. So, you know what I'm saying? All right. But overall, yesterday, y'all, good win. Good team win. I felt the team play hard. I saw someone ask about Malik Davis. I guess we're going to roll with Malik Davis as RB2. And, he ran kind of hard yesterday. To be honest with you guys. I like to saw the burst. I think Terrence Steele under pressure played decent. He kind of settled in. Trying to think anything else. I really like our play from our corners yesterday. Like I said, we'll get into the film later today. Not even sure if I have it yet. Let me double check. Let me see here. Let me see if I got it. Let me see. Let me see if I got it yet. The load. Oh shit. Hot shit. Going down. Yep, film is loaded. All right. So, all right. So we're gonna get to the film. Can I screen share this? I'm gonna give y'all a freebie. Let's do a little freebie right here. Let's see if I cook up a freebie for y'all before we get into it. Let's just watch it. Let's watch it together. Let's watch it together. All right. So boom, boom. All right. Let me see. Let me see. How do I screen share on this? All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I'll make this full screen. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. Let me make this full screen. All right. All right. So boom. Let's get to the end zone. Let's watch Big Q Dog, right? Let's watch Big Q Dog here. You know what I'm saying? We'll do one quick one. We'll do one quick one. All right. All right. All right. Anybody? I'm gonna let y'all tell me. I'm gonna let y'all walk me through this one. All right. What gap is he in? What gap is he in? And what's his shade? He's right here. All right. It's right here. Almost 0, 2, 4. Right. So he's really in a 2i. Right. So he's in a 2i. Yeah. 2i inside. So yeah, this is a 2. So this guard here. Whoa. No, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm looking at this wrong. Wait, no. This is center, right? Yeah. So boom, center, right? 2, 4. He's in a 2i, right? This is your A gap here. All right. B gap here. C gap on the outside. All right. So 2i inside. All right. All right. Snap to finish. Just watch it snap to finish. All right. Ball's hiked. To the shoot. All right. Now he's on the center. All right. Kind of high pad level, but power, 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 power. Disruption. Let's watch it again. Full speed. So good job slanting. He's just a hoss, man. That Clark too. That Clark. Let's see what the fuck Clark did over here. Clark ultimately gets there. Let's watch Clark. Look at his hands. Look at his hands right here by Clark. Okay. 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 Keep moving. Keep moving. Good interior. Good interior. Good interior. That's monsters, man. That's monsters. Let's see. Got one more play. Let me see here. I go to the next play. All right. All right. So now you have them in this B gap. All right. So cock stance, flat back. Lateral movement. Look how quick he is lateral, horizontal. Boom. Right. So he's able to move. Bam. All right. So they are just taking advantage of this center. Right. So I think JPJ was out. So I think that Matt Eberflus schemed this up that, hey, where's the dog food? We got a mouse in the house. You know what I'm saying? Mouse in the house. So I think Matt Eberflus knew that. Yo, we got a mouse in the house. Let's put this dog on him. We got some dog food right here. Right? Good horizontal step. Power, hands. See this hand ripping under, feet moving, securing the tackle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this film's going to be fun. This film is going to be fun. This film is going to be fun. This film is going to be fun. I'm going to drop that here soon. You know what I'm saying? I got it right here soon. So I'm going to get to that film. But yeah, having two monsters on the inside, yeah. Because my dog Cam Jurgens he's limited. I think Lane Johnson's going to be out, right? So they're going to have some issues. So you can able to create mismatches. So Eberflus did a good job of saying, hey, their starting center in JPJ is out. This center is dog food. We're going to find ways to get our monsters 1-on-1 versus this guy and whip his ass all over the field. So yeah, I like that. The power, the fortitude, and just watching our D-line just play with some tenacity. Right? And also, my guy, don't sleep on him. Shamar James got a lot of reps yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Shamar James got a lot of reps yesterday, but boom. Yeah. I like that. Like that a lot, man. Yeah, Lane Johnson's out 5 to 6 weeks. All right. So yeah. So there's going to be some opportunity for our defensive front to go out there and take advantage of, Philly's limited offensive line. You know what I'm saying? So now that we got some guys that actually go out there, it could be fun. Now, I'm saying, hey, take it one game at a time, right? But you have to be excited about what you saw yesterday. But it's going to be most important, y'all, that the Dallas Cowboys go out there and build off of what they did yesterday. Don't get comfortable. Don't think that we back and don't think that nope. You have to go out there and build off of what you did yesterday. And I think the Dallas Cowboys have a lot that they can build off of, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Y'all already know what I'm about to do. So probably about here, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, I'm going to drop that film session on QDub on this channel. Because I'm about to go crazy with this. You know what I'm saying? You just upload it. So I'm about to go crazy with this film on QDub. Probably be a little lengthier one because there's a lot to talk about. So probably be like 15 minutes. I try to keep it short, but sometimes I want to get everything in. But yeah, we're definitely going to drop that film. And I'm also probably going to do another one on our secondary today as well. But I'll probably drop that one tomorrow, depending on the QDub. So I will definitely let you guys know when I drop that film, but probably expect it by 10:30, man. My dog Los, appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm actually kind of sore this morning. But I'm fighting through it, y'all. I appreciate, like I said, all the positive energy. Like I'm fighting through it, man. But like I said, I can't do nothing. I'm on bed rest. So I'm probably gonna sit here and just watch this film of the Cowboys. So I might drop 2 or 3 or 4 of those. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got nothing else to do today. Because I can't move. I went out there and brought the trash cans in yesterday from front of my house. My wife was all mad that I went outside yesterday. I'm like, damn, I can't even go outside and help with the trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, no, you stay inside. You know what I'm saying? Don't, so it's like, all right. So I'm gonna stay put, drop this film on QDub and also on the secondary. And then tonight at the NFC East Roundtable show, pull up Cowboys Nation. Let's talk our shit to these other Cowboys, or not Cowboys, but Commanders fans and Giants fans and also Eagles fans, and let them know what's up, man. So I appreciate you all. I want everyone to stay safe. I'm on full lockdown. I can't even go in my front yard and bring in the trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, God dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it is what it is, man. But I appreciate you all, man. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and let's enjoy that victory, Cowboys Nation. Peace. This video is brought to you by Sleeper, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. And right now, Sleeper is doing something crazy, unimaginable. Yes, Sleeper right now is giving you a free $20. Yep, free. All you have to do is be a new subscriber and download Sleeper, and Sleeper will give you $20 in your account to play your daily fantasy pick. So if you want to pick Dak Prescott to go over his passing yards because he's playing at an MVP level, just use Sleeper. And also, if you want to make a deposit, use the code CFO. Sleeper will match 100% up to $100. So download Sleeper, get your free $20 to play daily fantasy sports, and also use the code CFO to get 100% up to $100 on your match. And let's go get this money, gang.